Hello buddy and welcome to the video. Right folks, today we're going to talk about the various ships in No Man's Sky. Okay, I'm going to show you them on screen up here now. Okay, the various ships in No Man's Sky, I'm going to talk about them. Still full of coal, and we're going to discuss which is the rarest ship in No Man's Sky. Right, take them off and let's get on with the video. Right then, the rarest ships in No Man's Sky. I've been a ship hunter for a very long time in No Man's Sky. I know what they are, right? And there is a ship in No Man's Sky, we'll leave it to the end, which is super rare, which people don't actually realise is a rare ship. Okay, let's get on with the video. Now then, we won't talk about ships that are prize winning ships, like the ones from the expedition, because they're not rare. People would say they're rare ships, but we'll class rare regarding ships that you have to find. Okay, the ones that are procedurally generated, the ones in the expedition, anybody can get them when they do the expedition. Just takes a bit of skill to do the expedition. So without further ado, let's get on with the rare ships. Right, that was quite a big long intro, wasn't it? So with the rare ships, let's start with the least. Now then, the least one for the rare ships are the Royal Exotics. We all know the Royal Exotics. They've got a long nose at the front of them. They can either be tall, they can be small, they can be all sorts, right? These Royal Exotics, they've got the long nose, double boosters, long back on them, all sorts of models for the Royal Exotics. Just as long as they've got the long pointy nose at the front with the spike, that's a Royal Exotic. It's got a number 7 on the top. Okay, that's a Royal Exotic. That's the least rarest ship in No Man's Sky. It is rare. Not many of them spawn, right? It's hard. They are hard to find. There's no defined area where you can get them from. They will just appear. So that's quite a rare ship. Now then, let's go to the next one, right? The next one is the Alpha Vector. The Alpha Vector is a ship that comes in, that rarely spawns anywhere, right? The Alpha Vector is the iconic ship that was in one of the No Man's Sky original trailers. You know, the Alpha Vector, especially the orange one, or there's no red one, I don't think. You can get a plum coloured one, I think, but there's an orange one, and it's the iconic Alpha Vector. They even made a golden Alpha Vector in the expeditions, because it's the iconic ship for No Man's Sky. The ship, I've got 3 of these Alpha Vectors, right? So they are, if you're a ship hunter in No Man's Sky, you have an Alpha Vector, right? So the Alpha Vector is iconic, it is rare, it does not spawn ever hardly, right? I'm not joking you. So if you see somebody in the space anomaly with an Alpha Vector, well, it looks like this, right? It is incredibly rare. It's a rare ship. Okay, they are rare. So if you see somebody flying the space anomaly with an Alpha Vector, it's rare. It's not just a ship, that's rare. This is a proper ship hunter with this ship. Right, so let's go on to the next one. The next one is the Hovercraft Shuttle. Yes, a shuttle is part of the rarest ship in No Man's Sky. This is a hovercraft shuttle with all hovercraft blades sticking out. Right, you rarely see them anywhere. You see them with the partly stuck into the side of the ship. They've got to be fully open, all the hovercraft parts, right, of the hovercraft shuttle. I've never found one ever. I've found them with, like, on the side, you know, but I've never seen a full hovercraft shuttle ever, right? Never seen one, never ever, and I've been hunting for years. So is that one of the rarest ships? I don't know. I'll put it at this category because it's a shuttle. Okay, they're not very sought after and people don't go looking for them. So the next one is the living ship. The living ship, I'll put this in the category because it's a bugger to get, right? Because you have to do a week's worth of grinding storyline to do it, right? It's not cost rare. Anybody can get it. I won't put it in the place of the, you know, the expedition ships, but you know, anybody can get a living ship. You don't have to find them. I'm just adding it because it's an exclusive ship. So I don't like the living ship. We'll throw that in the trash, right? So the next one will be the squid, or as I call it, the squiddy. And the squid ships are rare. The spawn rates for the squid ships, 1 in a million, I'd say. Places to spawn, you can never find them. They appear in all tier systems, from 1 tier to 3 tier. They just spawn everywhere. There's no, they're just random, right? Squid ship, if you have one of them, you are incredibly lucky to have it. Okay, incredibly lucky. Right, now then, the next one. Now, the video's dragging on a bit now. Okay, so this one now is the prize one. This is the main one. Okay, now this ship came out really original at the start of the game, right? This was I believe it was an extra people could buy for, and they got this ship. It's not the Nintendo Switch ship, because that is, you can claim that with the Nintendo Switch. If you had a Nintendo Switch, you could get that. It's not that. Okay, this is the Horizon Omega. Yeah, the Horizon Omega. This is part Alpha Vector with Horizon wings. This appeared originally in the first edition of No Man's Sky. It is part of the spawn pool, so you can find them. I've got one, right? I found mine in Galaxy 43 or something, right? They are so rare, right? You do get other ships with Horizon wings, but the Horizon Omega is super rare. If you see somebody with a Horizon Omega in the space anomaly, right, you bend down and worship them. This ship is crazy rare. The spawn rate is like 1 in 10 million. You don't find them anywhere. Yeah, it's, you know, rarer than gold-plated camel shite, right? So they're the rarest ships. If you can find a Horizon Omega, right, in No Man's Sky, well done, right? I've only found one, right, in the whole time. If you go on to Google and search out Horizon Omega, you'll see people have found them in the past. If you want one, go get one, right? Because it's one ship you should never get rid of. Anyway, this video's dragged on a bit. It's a long video. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. They are the rarest ships in No Man's Sky. If you know any other rarest ships in No Man's Sky, we can't add the Sentinels because the Sentinels aren't really, you know, they don't really come into the equation, because, you know, I know they're procedurally generated, but, you know, they haven't been worked out yet. And the solar ships, you have probably the purple, well, probably what they call Jackal solar ship, but they're not rare. Anyway, that's it. And haulers, yeah, maybe a stubby inverted fan hauler with the wings like that. And that's about it really for haulers. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the slideshow. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.